Hi, in this second video, we are looking closer at the application of Web 2.0 tools in education. First, let's watch a video and find out some advantages and disadvantages of Web 2.0 in education.
Created using Powtoon.
To sum up the video, here are some advantages of Web 2.0. It's less pricey as teachers and learners can attend many online seminars or webinars without having to pay fees like traveling or accommodation. They can watch from home and are still able to interact with other participants. Learners are also becoming more interactive thanks to Web 2.0 tools. In a traditional class, students know their classmates only, but in a virtual class, they make friends with international students from all around the world. Web 2.0 is also available anytime. You can search for information anytime or anywhere, from home, from school, or even when you are on a picnic. Finally, it's motivating, as students' discussion is no longer limited within classroom borders. They can take part in a discussion even outside of school. However, there are some drawbacks to consider while using Web 2.0. Firstly, without internet connection, nothing can be done online. Next, you need basic computer skills. Otherwise, you may find using all the tools confusing and time-consuming. Finally, as you connect to the internet, you must be aware of safety and security, because there are many hackers who want to steal your personal information and use it for no good reasons. The first web tool I'm going to introduce today is ClassDojo, and it is free for all teachers. This is a great tool for classroom management, as it allows you to keep track of students' performance not only as individuals, but also as a group. It helps creating a positive culture, since teachers can encourage students for any skill or value, whether it's working hard, being kind, helping each other, or something else. Also, using ClassDojo, students can showcase and share their learning by adding photos, videos to their own portfolios. And finally, teachers can get parents engaged by sharing photos and videos of wonderful classroom moments. In terms of teaching pronunciation, I would recommend using Woodwall Web Speech API demonstration. It's free for all internet users, and students can select any language they are learning. By clicking the microphone on the right side and starting to speak, students would be able to check the pronunciation accuracy, as the tool will write down what they say. This web tool helps students to be more aware of sounds and stress. Another pronunciation web tool is Frobo. Pronunciation new words, string words, or names can be frustrating to language learners. This web tool is a dictionary to learners of any language. Students can simply type the word they are looking for, and they can hear different people pronouncing it. Students can log in through the site easily using the Facebook or Google account and send the pronunciation to receive feedback from other users. Another interesting tool teachers can use to help students improve their listening skill is eslvideo.com. Videos are available to users and of varied topics. They are categorized into level from beginner to advanced, and each has an MCQ quiz to help learners check their understanding. Teachers can create an account and design their own quiz and assign it to their students. The web tool will record the results and report to teachers' page. Otherwise, teachers can recommend to their students for self-study. For young learners or people who are struggling with listening skill, a dictation tool like Listen and Write can be of great help. All they have to do is to listen and write down exactly what was spoken. Users can create free accounts, do a level test to find out where they are, and find appropriate audio for their practice. They can track their own progress and even upload new video to contribute. Another good tool is Penzu. Penzu is an online journal that students can use to reflect privately or collect pieces of writing they want to share. The ability to log or share makes this wonderful diverse web tool. Students can individually use this, or a teacher can create a classroom collection of journals and provide students with a code. Students can save, can print, add photos, etc. And the last tool I want to introduce in this module is Storybird. This site is suitable for teaching writing to kids with friendly interface. It also provides a huge range of children's illustrations, so kids will find it more motivating to create their own writing. Teachers can create classes and contact with parents via the web tool. Storybird Read tab allows users to read stories, poetry, and blogs of other students or teachers according to their level. The shop section is only available to teachers and parents if they want hard copies of their children's work. Now, after introducing all the web tools, I would like to introduce a video and discover some more apps for you.
It seems like every student has a smartphone or a tablet that they just cannot put down during class. As teachers, we want to be able to keep the attention of our students, but it is difficult when we are competing with technology. What if, instead of fighting the use of technology in our classrooms, we integrated it in a meaningful way? Here, I have compiled a list of 9 different app-based tech tools that you can use in your classroom to augment your lesson and help students interact with the material. This list is geared more towards higher grade levels, but elementary teachers might still find some good ideas in this list. Number 1. Note-taking applications. Notability is my number 1 favorite note-taking app. It allows me to use my iPad to create typed or handwritten notes, and then to share them with anyone, or sync them to my Google Drive effortlessly. What helps Notability to stand out from all the other apps that can do this is the entry box used for handwriting. Instead of zooming in on the screen to write, or just having very large notes, Notability has this box that zooms in on a small part of the page and automatically pans as you reach this blue bar here. You can see what I just wrote shows up on the page at a normal size. Notability also allows for pictures or PDFs to be imported and then annotated in the app. This has allowed me to highlight articles, insert pictures into my notes, and even sign documents without having to print. Recordings can also be taken, and if you are typing while recording, tapping on the typed words later will take you to the proper place in the recording in order to review the relevant material. Notability is not a free app, but it routinely goes on sale in the App Store. It is also, unfortunately, not available for Android. A quality Android option I would recommend is Evernote, as it has many of the same features that Notability has. Also, it is free to download. However, the handwriting capabilities are not as developed as they are on Notability. Number 2. The second app I recommend to teachers is Duolingo. This app is recommended specifically for foreign language teachers. However, it could be helpful to give ELL students some extra practice with the English language. Duolingo is an app that many people already use for fun, but as a teacher you can set up a classroom in Duolingo where you can monitor your students' progress in the topics and assign them lessons to complete. Duolingo adds an attractive gaming atmosphere to learning a language and can appeal to all age groups. Duolingo for Schools is free and available on all platforms, including from an internet browser. Number 3. Study Blue. Study Blue allows you and your students to create and share note cards on a topic. These cards can be flipped through, turned into a quiz, or even transformed into a printable study guide. Once they are in a student's backpack, they can be studied offline as well. A limited Study Blue version is free, but it removes a lot of the sharing functionality. A membership can be purchased for as low as $7 a month, and teacher accounts are also available. Number 4. GeoGebra. GeoGebra is a free graphing calculator app that allows students to not only visualize the functions that they are learning about in algebra class, but also to explore geometric and trigonometric properties. Inputs can include points, functions, and geometric shapes, and these shapes can be interacted with. An app like this will give visual learners a way to make the material click, and it is fun to draw the shapes on the XY plot. GeoGebra is available for Android, iOS, and your favorite web browser. Number 5. Google Apps. A complete series could be done on the Google Apps themselves, but they will be considered as one here because of their interconnectivity. With one account, students would have access to an email account, a word processor, a spreadsheet and slideshow creator, a task manager, and many more. Many students are already familiar with many of the offerings that Google has. The real benefit to using Google Apps in your classroom is in the collaboration that is possible. Multiple students can edit a document at one time or check off boxes on a to-do list. Real-time comments can be made, and Google Hangouts allows for students to discuss an assignment when they aren't in the same room without having to leave the assignment page. Most everything is stored in the Google Drive, which will allow students to access their files on any device. Schools can also join Google for Education at no cost and provide their students with a school-run Google account. Number 6. Poll Everywhere. Poll Everywhere allows teachers to ask questions and poll the class for the answers. Multiple choice, true, false, and short answer questions can be asked. Students answer the polls by accessing the app or by texting in their responses, and teachers can see the data in real time. This can replace classroom sets of clickers with an option that the schools do not need to purchase. Number 7. Kahoot. Kahoot allows you to create your own learning games. This could be used on those days when a lesson doesn't take as long as you had anticipated and you're left with 20 minutes and 20 unoccupied children. By going to getkahoot.com, you can design your own game or choose from one that has already been made. By using the app or going to kahoot.it and entering in the unique game pin, you can play the game. With the ability for teams to be made and the flexibility of making your own gaming experience, Kahoot allows students to have so much fun that they forget they are learning. Kahoot is free and available on all devices. Number 8. ClassDojo. ClassDojo is a simple point-based classroom management app. Students are given an avatar and can be awarded points for being on task and exhibiting good behavior. They can also be penalized for being off task. Students can also be assigned into groups so that they are not singled out for the point portion of this app. ClassDojo also has another purpose. Teachers can add their students' parents to the app and share news, pictures, and videos from the day. Also, the parents are notified about behavior rewards and corrections. This way parents can stay up to date on what is happening in the class and how their child is doing. A ClassDojo account is free. Number 9. OffTime. OffTime is a phone restriction app. Sometimes, even with all the integration possible, we need students to put their phones away and pay attention to the lesson. OffTime allows the phone to be locked and access to be granted to only certain applications for a certain amount of time. A free version of OffTime is available, but the paid version allows the ability to create different profiles for different tasks, and to also schedule when OffTimes will be automatically taken. Similar apps are available, such as Forest, which is free for Android and paid on iOS. OffTime is only available for Android, as the permissions required are not allowed in the Apple OS. I hope you liked this list of 9 essential apps for teachers to use in their classrooms. Did I give you any ideas on how to integrate technology? Did I miss any worthwhile apps? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching!
That brings me to the end of this video. I hope you find this useful in discovering Web 2.0 tools.